Amici, come state? Oggi qui, a proposito di come state, qui è una giornata d'estate. Sentite il ciaff ciaff, la gente si fa il bagno e io sono ancora qui, ligia, alla fase 2, perché non è che prendo, esco, aprite le gabbie e siamo tutti liberi, giusto? Non funziona così la fase 2? Funziona con tranquillità. E quindi io guardo gli altri che si tuffano e mi faccio persino un tè alla mela e la cannella, così, proprio per darci lo spirito natalizio. Quindi, oggi sto aspettando una artista, una collega, che mi farà parlare in inglese. Sapete quanto io sia riluttante a parlare in inglese, quindi vi chiedo già perdono, come lo chiederò a lei, per gli errori che farò, certi, sicuri, però che volete, mi butto, vediamo cosa arriva. Ciao Marco, ciao Giovanni, ciao Astrea, ciao Rob, ciao a tutti quelli che si stanno connettendo adesso. Io aspetto che arrivi la nostra ospite. Ciao Marianna Bella, ciao Olivier, salut, ça va? Aujourd'hui c'est hello, hi. Parce que je dois parler en anglais. Ah, qu'est-ce que je suis nerveuse. Ciao Mariannuzza. Ti ho scritto un messaggio ieri, mi potevi rispondere ieri sera. Si vede che eri già andata a letto. Allora, io nell'attendere la nostra invitata a prendere un tè, comincerei col dirvi, col chiedervi cosa avete preparato oggi per il tea time voi? Allora, io l'ho appena sentita, mi ha detto sto arrivando. Ciao Ivan! Ciao Gabriella! Ciao a tutti voi! Ciao Chiara! Eccola, la vedo, si è connessa, quindi ve la introduco. Oui, je crois que la technique va marcher. Aspetta, ti introduco prima. Oggi riceviamo una cantante di punta del Met. L'abbiamo vista ultimamente nel gala At Home in streaming del prestigioso teatro newyorkese, in cui si è esibita insieme alle grandi stelle della lirica attuale. Questo eccezionale mezzosoprano statunitense, allieva della grande Marilyn Horne, è diventata sin dagli albori della sua carriera una fine specialista del repertorio classico preromantico, senza disdegnare nuove creazioni contemporanee. Artista e donna affascinante, ha contribuito col suo stile e la sua eleganza a modernizzare l'immagine delle cantanti liriche nei teatri come anche nelle sfere più mediatiche. Vincitrice di 2 Grammy Award, oggi ci onora della sua presenza Isabel Leonard. Eccola! Hi!
Hello.
How are you, gorgeous?
Good. Grazie for the introduction. I understand actually pretty well in Italian, but I can't
Really?
speak.
You speak Italian?
No, this is the problem. I understand it pretty well. Like I would always say, I was working a handful of years ago with Rosetta Cucci. We were doing Werther in Bologna.
Ah,
And she said, posso parlare in italiano? And I was like, sì, certo. And
well,
um,
I'm
and
sure
she,
you speak very well, but perhaps you have
no,
a little bit fear to make mistakes like me in English.
no, I don't know. No, because I don't really have any training for the language, but I can understand. I said to Rosetta, I said I can understand everything until I understand nothing. So like sometimes I understand it, and then sometimes she would say something, and I was like, I know. See,
That's
questo
blackout.
no. So
You will do the same with me because when I will stop my English, I'm sorry, it's awful. My English is
no, it's so good
awful.
already. I can tell. I can tell how wonderful it is.
So
But we can speak in
when I
French
will,
too. That's
in
okay. French
French,
or Spanish. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Tu
Just
peux
not
parler
Italian.
français?
Oui, je peux parler en français. Ça,
C'est un
c'est OK.
soulagement pour moi. Mais tu peux
Super.
parler. Alors, l'anglais, c'est ta langue officielle, non? C'est ta langue
Oui, oui, c'est
native.
la langue maternelle. Oui, 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 c'est native. Ouais, voilà. Ma mère,
Si
elle
tu
vient
parles bien.
d'Argentine, donc je peux parler en espagnol grâce à elle et grâce à ma famille qui est en Argentine. Et je peux parler en français, mais c'est tout, c'est vraiment tout. Et je peux pas parler en allemand, pas du tout, pas du tout, pas du tout. C'est encore pire que italien.
Mais
Et
tu chantes
italien,
en
c'est un
allemand.
peu, oui, un peu. Là, ça vient. Je chanterai en allemand dans quelques ans.
Et tu peux
Eh
parler
oui.
même l'italien, mais de l'opéra. An
Oui,
operatic
voilà.
Italian.
Exactly. It could be very, very romantic. Non so più cosa son.
Cosa
Cosa
faccio?
faccio?
How are you, my dear?
I'm very
It
well, thank you.
has been like 12 years we don't see each other,
It's
and you
been a
are
very
always
long time.
stunning. How do you
Oh,
do?
I don't know, but I had the best compliment yesterday because you know how children can be so blunt. And my son said to me when I was putting him to sleep last night, and I said, I have to continue working. You know, when you go to bed, I have to go back to the living room and continue. And he goes, "Oh, Mama, I wish you didn't have to work so much, and why do you always have to work?" And then he goes, "And how is it that you always look so rested?"
Oh, thank you,
And
my love.
I thought, well, I said, that's great. I was like, I don't
You
know,
feel
makeup.
like a teenager when with a compliment like that. You feel like
Yeah.
but it's real. You have lot, some
No,
secrets about
I don't
it.
know. It's makeup. It's just makeup.
No, yeah, like you eat in some special way. You,
I mean, less so now, unfortunately, because, I'm just trying to I'm cooking for everybody 3 meals a day, which is a lot. And so I find myself actually probably eating things that I wouldn't normally eat. Like I eat more pasta and I eat more. I'm baking as well for my son. So then at night I'm like, maybe I'll have some more
or you
banana
have,
bread.
and you have to eat the rest.
What are you going to do, So,
Sure.
but no, I like to eat very simple, clean. I eat a lot of vegetables and I try to eat,
And
clean food.
what is going now in USA? Are you in lockdown like in Italy? Well, we are going out from the lockdown, but what's happening in USA now? In New York, you are in New York,
Well,
isn't it?
um, well, it's not good. We're very lucky that our neighborhood is pretty quiet, but there are ambulances, that come by every day, at least one time a day. And I would say that it sounds like the numbers are coming down, but
Mm.
they're still, it's a slow decline.
And
One
you
of
are
my
limited in your life, in your
we
normal
have
life. You are
we have
limited.
a stay at home. Yeah, we have a stay at home order. So it's not illegal to go outside, but it's a stay at home order, so we are recommended to stay at home. But of course, every time the weather is nice, people go outside and it's just it's frustrating because you think, come on, just control yourself for a week,
Yeah,
2 weeks,
for,
like please, just
is for that's for the well-being of everyone.
absolutely, and we have been, so I live with my mother and my son, and she's 78 and he's 10. And so I feel very responsible for both of them. And I've made sure I told them, I said, we're not leaving the house. So we have been inside the apartment since the middle of March now, which is of course
Wow.
less than in Italy for people who have been in Italy now. It's been so long, but it's
Too
been
much.
like two months. Yeah.
I started my lockdown, my lockdown because it was coming from Milan, so it was
Oh
a
yeah.
very hot spot.
Yeah.
Uh, I started my lockdown on March 5th,
Wow.
and we are at May 5th, so two
Yeah.
months. It's
Yeah.
quite difficult when you have two children and they are
Yeah.
full of energy and they want to go out. And so we are thinking to move to the countryside house that we have.
Oh,
So
that's
perhaps
that's very lucky.
they can run, they can be free and
Yeah, that's wonderful that you have that. That's really great.
You have to
I
come
know
to
a lot of,
Sicily, you know it.
what's that?
You have to come to Sicily, you know it.
Ah, I would love to. I would
I want
love
to.
to. That would be so fun. And then my child can play with your child, and mm, that would be great.
Of
I would
course, and they can
love.
speak French.
Oh, that would be good. Well, Teo doesn't really speak French, but he's good. He's okay in that sense. He's learning Spanish, and he doesn't have that fear, with language. So he just sort of says, okay,
Yeah, like
and
a child, so
children,
child way to communicate with all the world.
yeah, exactly,
I want to
exactly.
make you travel because we are speaking about quarantine. It's very sad. I don't want to leave you in this argument. So I make you travel with the evocation book. So there
Sure,
are many images inside, and
I
I will
love it.
scroll the pages, and you will tell me stop, and then you will say me what the image suggests you.
Oh, okay. Uh, Stop.
This is an argument very, very often treated in quarantine. That's a
Oh,
cuisine. C'est une
nice
cuisine.
kitchen and cuisine. Well, I have to say, I love being in the kitchen. I
Really?
love, I love to cook. Yes, I love to cook, and it's like my happy place to just be in the kitchen doing many different things. I love it. I started now, like you're doing these little chats, and I'm doing chats, as everybody's doing chats. And I'm also putting these little like cooking videos together for fun. And so,
Oh, yeah. It's a
yeah,
new format.
yeah,
Did you start it yesterday or the day before? Like,
yeah. I only have like two up at the moment, and they're on YouTube now. I started to create
you're
sort of a
very
channel
fast.
for YouTube just for fun.
But you're working at a lot with socials now.
With what?
And yeah, you're working a lot with social
Yeah, with the
platforms
social
or
media. Yeah, yeah.
social
I'm just trying to, aside from staying busy, which I don't need to do. I mean, I have so much music I have to learn as well. But I sort of feel when this all started, I thought, well, if I can help in any way, if I can be a distraction for people, especially the people who I think are alone in their apartments or,
and you are doing it.
and I'm just trying to sort of be available. And it's tricky because there's so many things to do. I'm available obviously for my family, and I cook
And
and I make food,
you
and
have a son,
yeah, and I have
and
my
you
son.
cook for them, and
Yeah, yeah,
you have two or three formats, social format, and
yeah.
streaming. The Met streaming was amazing. By
Oh,
the way, was amazing. It
thank
was
you.
gorgeous. And
Thank you.
how was this first experience with making art, singing with a phone? Because you or
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
I think the most difficult thing, at least for me, for that situation was having to do it from home, actually, because for me, home is a very separate place for me in terms of my work. I don't normally like to practice at home. I don't. It's a different environment in this room, and so to have to bring in my singing to this space where I don't normally get alone time was very
Mhm.
difficult because I really had to ask for this alone time, and that was very difficult for everybody, even though it was only 30 minutes. And so that for me was very tricky, but I thought it was also very vulnerable and very touching that everybody was doing that, and
Was
everybody
showing a
was,
part of this private, very,
yeah,
very private life.
yeah, exactly. It was this very sort of exactly this very private thing that I mean, some of us do it anyway, and I mean, I think the world is accustomed to this idea that the people who are performing artists are going to show us their homes or be, open about every aspect of their life. But the truth is that not everybody is, and so there was this funny feeling with having to sort of open up a home,
And
to
how was singing?
hundreds of
Singing
thousands of people. The
exactly
singing was
with
okay.
singing with a
Yeah,
little phone there,
Yeah, I mean
so wide
the
public.
singing was okay. Yeah, it was a very strange, it was a funny feeling. I mean, for me, like, right before I went on, the it was funny. We were on Skype calls with the Met, and we were in
Uh-huh.
like a Skype waiting room. And so you're standing there like this distance from your phone, you know, so close to your phone, waiting and just waiting. And then all of a sudden, before I go on, my mother and my son start making noise in the
Oh
hallway, and
my God.
I'm
Shut
like, I was like, non è possibile, you know, and I was like crazy, so frustrating, you know. And it's like, come on. And then my sound on the Skype all of a sudden did something funny, and I could barely hear Yannick when he was
Oh my
introducing me.
God.
So anyway, in that moment, all of a sudden, I was nervous because it was unexpected, and uh, and so
Mamma
that
mia.
was like, oh, I was like, oh, come on. I was like, of all moments, you know, can we just have one moment, pace, pace, just one moment, please, you know.
Exactly. One moment in
But
24 hours, please.
yeah, exactly. But it was fine, and you know, you just do it and you sing, and but
Yeah,
I
but
thought, you know, I really
you look
wanted to.
so relaxed. You sang a beautiful song that I love, with a
Thank
voice so
you.
pure and controlled. Wow, fantastic! I
Well,
loved it.
thank you. Thank you.
Somebody
I think
is
Bita is
ci
being so
stanno
nice. Bita from
salutando.
like
Bita,
Bita
hi
from
Isabelle.
Iran. Thank you, Bita.
Yeah. Bonjour, bonjour à nos amis français. Vous voyez, euh,
Oui.
ma
Allez, salut
copine,
tout le
elle parle
monde.
très bien français. Je ne sais pas comment tu parles très bien français comme ça.
Moi, j'ai appris à l'école. J'ai appris à l'école quand j'étais plus jeune. Et après, j'ai continué dans l'université. Et après, j'avais un fiancé pour quelques ans qui était français. Bon, voilà. Donc, on
Hein.
parlait français tous les jours parce
C'est
qu'il
comme ça
parlait
qu'on
pas en
apprend les
anglais.
langues.
C'est ça, exactement. Donc, grâce à lui, à cause de lui, comme vous voulez, grâce à lui, non, euh, on parlait français tout le temps et j'ai appris beaucoup. Ouais, ouais. J'aime
J'ai
bien
une
et j'adore.
question qui te fera voyager, mais dans ton passé. C'est laquelle ta Madeleine de Proust? Ça veut dire quelle odeur ou saveur qui, seulement à te rapprochant à eux, ils te renvoient dans ton enfance. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? C'est
Non.
c'est une chose que, par exemple, which is the flavor of or the smell that brings you to your childhood immediately. I mean,
Oh,
like for me, is the sea is the come si chiamano les algues. Pour moi,
ah oui, les algues. Seaweed.
seaweed. It's the smell of the seaweeds that
Ouais.
brings me to my early childhood, happy childhood,
Oh.
because it remembers me my my days at the beach with my friends. Is there something like this that brings
You
you
know,
to your past?
yeah, it's been a very long time since I've thought about it, actually, but now that you ask me, I love it. It's a great question. So my father used to he was an artist, visual artist, and he had a shipping company for artists, gallery owners, museums. So he would transport art right across the country within the city, and he used to have the business down in Soho in Manhattan. And I remember as a little girl, I would go to the office quite often. The warehouse was a very particular smell because it smelled like the wooden crates that they were always building in order to protect the artwork. And so
Yeah.
there was a combination of two smells that if I go into, for example, a gallery downtown, uh, and maybe not so much now, I feel like, you know, I bet you at some point somebody said, there's always this smell in a gallery, you know, and it's the smell probably of the paint from the paintings, the wood, different
Yes.
things like that. But that's the smell that whenever I go into a gallery that has this sort of old school feeling, that's the
That
smell
brings
of
you
the
back with
wood. yeah, the smell of the gallery, the smell of, and the visual of it all being very empty, except for what's on the wall, and so
Yeah.
I have this visual and this sort of
It's a
smell
sensation, it's
scent
something.
memory.
uh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful. I
Yeah.
can imagine. Now I have another trip with the time machine.
Oh, I like it.
Do you want to go to your future or your past?
Let's go to my future,
Let's go to your future.
since
So
that is
imagine
so unknown
20,
right now.
just imagine 20
Okay.
years forward. So 2040. 40.
Mm, okay.
What is doing Isabel? What is where is she?
Hmm.
And who's surrounded by? Um, Tell me about what you see in this perspective.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. First of all, I will be 58. So maybe I should start planning my 60-year birthday. Go slow.
I'm
Start
thinking
start
we have to
start early.
yeah, yeah.
Start early. And then my son will be well, he'll be 30 or almost 30. That will
Wow.
be pretty amazing. I think every year as he continues to grow, I'm most fascinated by who he's going to become as a person. So I'll be very interested to see what he's like as a 30-year-old. I
Me
know
too.
he will be taller than me, so I will be looking up to him like this.
What's the
Um,
weather over there?
exactly. Yeah, I think when my hope is that he will be, happy and have a stable life, whatever that is, and be content, with himself and feel secure and all of these things so that he can do his life and I don't have to worry about him anymore.
No.
And and then I can go and visit him and travel and I can
And are
go
you
back
singing in
to
20 years?
being
Are you still singing in career?
yeah, I'd like to still be singing. I think I'd like to be directing. I think I would like to be affiliated perhaps with a whether it's a school, maybe I can go back to Juilliard and be a part of the
Wow.
faculty, but to just be, but not in a sense that I would be there all the time. Just I would rather have the opportunity to help in a lot of different ways, not just one place.
But this
Um,
is your karma. This is your I don't know how to say your skill. This is your nature. You love to help others. Like, as
I
you are doing.
do like to, yeah, I like to be with people. I like to be with people who are also very generous, or who are kind people. And when people like to work or they like to practice or they like the process and getting into things, that's so much fun. I love that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many things I'd love to, ever since I was a little girl, I used to always say, well, on Monday, I'm going to be a ballet dancer, and on Tuesday, I will be a doctor, and on Wednesday, I'll be a teacher, and on, Thursday, I'll be a singer, and on Friday, I will be a mom, and on Saturday, I'll be a veterinarian. And I
You're
had it all
very
organized like this.
multitasking.
Yeah, yeah. I had it all organized like this, and it's funny because the more I think about these inner desires that you want as a child, these sort of like high aspirations, those haven't changed. You know, I don't think I'm going to become a doctor at this point, although the longer quarantine goes on, I might as well start studying. Um,
No, I think not for 10
but I
years.
think,
It's the less time for the study for studying doctors.
yeah, 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 I don't know. But there's so many wonderful things to do, and I still love to dance, and I love to act, and I love to sing, and um, I love being on stage, and the productions, telling a story is so much fun. And being immersed in the world of theater for me is wonderful. So I think I would love to do more of that as well, not just opera, to continue maybe to do some theater, maybe to do film, to see how much of it I can really work at and
Beautiful.
and
I'm
and
sure
learn.
it would be like this. I'm sure because
I hope
you're
not.
a dreamer.
Yeah, true.
and you
That's
may
true.
make the other dream too.
Ah, that's good.
Tu fais
I think
rêver
that's
les
nice.
autres, tu fais rêver parce que
Oui,
une âme
merci.
de rêveur peut changer le monde, tu sais.
Oui, c'est vrai, c'est vrai, c'est vrai. C'est l'espoir, en fait. C'est toujours l'espoir. There's always hope, right? There's always hope. I think there's always hope. And there are dark days, of course, but I think that I always say like one of uh, my shortcomings as well as I think probably my strength is the fact that I always hope that things will be better, or I always hope that perhaps like somebody that I know in my life who is a difficult person will always be better. And sometimes people say that's a little crazy because, things don't always change, but at the same time, what are you going to do if you don't hope?
Of course. No, you are right.
You know,
I like
you
so
know.
much that kind of thinking. Now I have three questions. Ciao,
Okay.
ciao everybody. I'm sorry if I cannot read everything, but I love to let Isabel speak, so I can
Sorry,
communicate
I'm
with
so
her with so much time we don't see each other. But hi everybody. I have three questions, and you have to choose one
okay.
of them. I have a
Okay.
burning question,
Okay.
a question from the stars, and a Narciso question. I don't know what is Narciso. You remember Narciso, the one in the ancient Greek, the one who was looking always
Yeah.
as
Oh,
at
in the
the
mirror.
mirror to himself, and he was punished.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
hey, love your Marnie.
Mm,
You would be a
thank
great
you,
film actress for sure.
Rapscallion. Thank you. I would love to do
Yes,
that. I
we
would
are
love
sure
to do
about it.
film. That would
So,
be fantastic.
which of the three questions, burning, stars, or Narciso?
I don't know. They all sound really fascinating. Let's go with burning. Burning question.
Burning. Yeah, la, 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 la.
Why not? It's 10:30 in the morning here. You might as
I
well
need
start the day off strong.
I need some special effect there. Wait.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I'm waiting.
Right.
Ah! I love
I'm
it.
burning myself. Would you give your soul to evil to keep your voice forever young? What?
No,
No, evil. You cannot tempt
no,
her.
no, I
She's a
wouldn't.
pure. She's a
I
pure
wouldn't.
person.
I love to sing and I love it and I enjoy it and it's a great big part of me. But I feel like I mean, of course, evil. What is evil, right? But if that would make me into some sort of a monstrous person, who would want to hear me sing anyway? You know,
But
right?
you still have it. You already have it. You have a young voice after many years of career. You have always your voice. It's incredible how you start. You have
Oh,
the voice that how you started.
thank you. I appreciate that. Well, it's still a journey, though. I hear even now as I am heading towards 40. um, I I still I you have to still take care because they're muscles anyway. So even if you're being very careful and you are studying and still honing your technique and doing all the things that one is supposed to do, you're still aging. You're still aging. Every day you're aging. And so that's
Well,
part
but
of the
there are
process.
fabulous singers like I don't know Fleming and Devi, Mariela De Villa and Placido
Hmm.
Domingo. They're singing for many years of career, and they will sing for many years
Yeah,
because perhaps they are very trained and they are focused on singing well.
right. They are. They
Do you
absolutely
get
are.
trained
And
every
and
day? Do you get
no, I
trained
like to take a
everywhere every
break.
day?
No, I love to go days without singing. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love it.
What
I
is that?
love
I
it.
didn't get it.
I said I love to go days without singing. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've always been the person that if I don't have to practice, then I choose not to, usually. And it doesn't mean I'm not working on the music. It doesn't mean I'm not translating or studying or listening. But I don't like to always. practice by, oh.
The rest is so important.
Mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm.
rest. When you have a busy career or a busy life like yours,
Yeah.
you just need to rest sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you
Yeah.
drinking? I didn't
Oh,
ask
I
you.
have my tea. It's just tea. It's like a lavender honey tea. It's really nice.
Ah,
And it
great.
smells delicious.
Apple cinnamon.
Oh, I like it. I can
But
only imagine what it smells like.
yeah.
I love
Eh,
cinnamon.
I'm drinking something hot. I like in a winter mood, but outside there are people diving. I hate them. Okay. I like them. I look them from here. I hate them. Okay. So, I have the confession basket.
Oh,
Just tell me stop, and let's see how to translate your confession.
okay.
So the reason of your last great joy. Can you tell me the reason of your last great joy? Cioè, dammi il motivo della tua ultima grande gioia.
El
Qual è
motivo
stato questo motivo?
or the reason. I mean, maybe it's cliche, but my son, he's such a,
Mm?
he's a, I would say maybe it's cliche, but my son, il mio
So, but no,
bambino.
the real joy. I mean, like yesterday, my son did this, and I was
Uh-huh.
so happy.
Okay.
So, which was your last great joy?
So the last great joy would have been, let's see. Well, it's still my son. One of those wonderful moments when I was speaking to him last night. This was maybe before or after he told me I still looked like I was awake, which I thought was fantastic. But he also said to me as I was finishing something on the computer and he was lying in bed, and then I came over and I said, "Okay, are you ready, to go to sleep?" And I always scratch his back and I sing him a song, and
Oh,
he
so
goes,
sweet.
"Yeah, we have our ritual." And he says to me, he goes, I can see him thinking. And so then he goes, "Mama." And he calls me Mama, Mama, Mama. And he says, "Mama," he says, and he was thinking because I had to go continue to work. He says, I know you have to go work and I wish you didn't have to. So I'm going to try really hard tomorrow not to ask you for help during the day with my schoolwork or with other things. I'm going to try and do it by myself. And if I need help, I'll ask my teacher or my friends. That way
What?
you can do your work uninterrupted, and
Oh,
then you don't have to work at night after I go to bed. And those are those moments of just love and generosity, and you hear them, especially when they come from your child, and especially because, as we all know with children, they're wonderful, but they're also like monsters, but in the best sense of the word monster. They're just, all the time, and they're supposed to be this way, and this is how they learn how to be,
but because they are
humans.
pure, they are
They're
pure
pure. They're just
anger, pure joy, pure sadness, pure. They are so
exactly.
pure, so they don't have filter.
Exactly. And so all of this is very normal. So then when they do come and say something like this to you as well, it's just
Oh, you feel guilty.
yeah, you do. It's true. You always feel guilty, right? But
Yeah.
this is like being a parent. I feel like you always feel guilty. Well, and
That's that's
maybe our
being a
personality type.
mother, not a parent.
Yeah.
A mother.
Yeah.
You
There's an
always feel guilty. I don't
ingrained
know why.
I know it's true. Well, because I think, at least for me, I never feel like I'm doing enough.
Yeah.
But
But we are doing more than we can.
yeah, I mean, I'm up until 4 o'clock in the morning. I should be a little wiser with myself.
Yeah,
But
but I feel that we are superhero for what we do,
yeah.
and working and singing and traveling and being mother and being lover, being a friend, being everything. So I feel a hero since I have a child.
Yeah, absolutely. I
I can
agree. I
But we
agree.
are, we are perhaps, you know?
Well, I mean, it's, and you have two. I don't even know how people do it with more than one. Ah!
Very difficult, but I love so much them. So, and now it's the moment that everybody is waiting for. What would you like to share with?
Oh, yes, yes, right. I remember when you mentioned this yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's 10:30.
Oh my
I want to
God!
sing. So, but I thought in keeping, since I usually sing a little lullaby to my son at night, I would just sing this
But
because I don't
you
have to
can
be
dance
warmed
for
up.
us. If you don't want to sing, you just can dance something for us, or just you
I
just.
think I did not sell my soul to the devil for my voice yet, so I'm happy to sing a little the lullaby that I sing for
Yay!
Teo. It's we do a lot of different things actually, and we sing. I can do the one in English, or I can do one in Spanish. Um, the one in English actually is the
Spanish,
song
Spanish.
from in Spanish. Okay, yeah, it's I mean it's very short and it's just and I've probably sung it before, but it's called Arrorro mi nene or Arrorro mi nena, you know, if you're
Roro
talking
mi
to
nene.
a little girl. And it's basically saying, you know, Arrorro is sort of like the rocking motion, like good night, basically sleep, you know, good night. So Arrorro mi nene, Arrorro mi sol, so, you know, go to sleep my little boy, go to sleep my soul. Arroró,
Ah,
pedazo de mi
bueno.
corazón. Arroró, you are a little piece, you are the little pieces of my heart. And then it says, este nene lindo se quiere dormir, so this little boy would like to go to sleep. And el pícaro sueño no quiere venir. And pícaro is like, kind of like sass. I don't know how do you translate pícaro. Sassy, sort of, like annoying, sassy, pain in the butt.
Annoying,
So like the
annoying perhaps.
right? Like the annoying sleep, you know, like the Sandman, sort of the annoying sleep doesn't want to come. So it's basically like saying, just go to sleep. So I scratch his back and then I sing these songs. So, okay.
Do you sing to it to your child?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We tend to sing anywhere from 1 to 3 songs at night before bedtime because he's always like, more, scratch my back, more.
Encore, encore,
Yeah,
maman.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so I can sing it for you if you want to. Um,
Ah, ¿quieres dedicarla, quieres dedicarla a los niños de todo el mundo ahora que están en cuarentena?
sí, lo
No
dedico
sé.
a todos los chicos y no, ni siquiera solamente los chicos jóvenes, los chicos grandes también, todos porque todos lo necesitamos. A la noche o durante el día, cada uno necesita a alguien que le cuida, ¿no? Yo creo que es importante de tener a alguien que te cuida y también que vos cuides a alguien. Eso es parte muy humana y es un círculo, ¿no? Vos tienes a alguien, espero, que te cuide y vos en turno cuidas a alguien, ¿no? Y esto es una forma de cuidar a la gente, creo, ¿no?
Sí, lo es. Muy
Este,
tierno. Es la primera
bueno,
cosa que nos cuida cuando somos pequeños, el canto de una madre, así que lo más tierno que hay.
claro, yo creo que sí. Mi mamá me cantó también, entonces todo un círculo. Bueno, ok. Arrorro mi nene, arrorro mi sol, arrorro pedazo de mi corazón. Este nene lindo se quiere dormir, el pícaro sueño no quiere venir. Ya, exacto.
Es que me ha relajado muchísimo. ¿Sabes por qué miraba por allí? Porque esta mi gata, que cuando
Ah,
tú has empezado a cantar, ha hecho así.
ah,
Te juro, mírala.
ay, qué rico. Ay, qué
Se ha
rico.
tirado, se ha tirado.
qué bueno.
porque estaba súper relajada. Tienes una voz, pero niña,
No,
tienes
gracias.
una voz
Muchas gracias.
pesada de Dios.
Muchísimas gracias. Muchísimas
Bueno,
gracias.
ahora te ofrezco yo una cosita.
Sí.
Te ofrezco la vela de los milagros. O
Ay,
sea,
qué bueno.
esta velita tiene el poder de hacer, de realizar los desiderios de un corazón puro. O sea, no los desiderios estos
Bueno,
ligeros, de quiero dinero, quiero poder,
nada,
quiero éxito. No, ella sabe cómo ver si un desiderio es puro o no. Así yo te dejo con ella. Tú o lo dices o lo piensas o piensas en tu desiderio y después tienes que soplar, ¿no?
sí, soplar.
Soplar. Y yo te dejo con ella, ¿ok? Si quieres compartirlo con nosotros, compártelo y vamos a rogar contigo. Si no, dilo entre ti misma, ¿ok?
Bueno, yo me lo digo entre mí misma, en mi cabeza.
Porque es un desiderio privado.
Sí, ¿por qué no? A ver, ¿qué voy a pensar? Tengo muchas cosas. A
No,
ver,
una cosita tienes que escoger.
a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. Bueno.
Ya lo tienes.
Ujú. ¿Puedo soplar
Concentradita, ¿eh?
ahora?
Sopla.
Ok. Me encanta.
Qué poder que tienes,
¡Qué
¿ya?
Poder!
Desde
Desde
la
aquí
otra parte del...
son los pulmones de un cantante de ópera.
Exacto, desde la otra parte del océano, sopla
Así,
así.
sí, no
Bueno,
muy bueno para este virus que tenemos, que tener todo el aire que puede ir tan
por
lejos,
favor.
pero,
Yo no quiero escuchar más de este virus. No
ay,
lo
yo
puedo,
sé.
no lo aguanto. No tengo
No,
otra cosa que hacer ahora que meternos todos en pandemia mundial que nunca se ha escuchado en la historia del hombre. Bueno,
no, terrible, es
bueno,
terrible, la
vamos a
verdad que.
recomenzar. Yo sé que vamos a recomenzar muy pronto y de todas formas nos ha también llevado algo positivo y
Ujú.
tú con tu trabajo has podido coger las cosas más positivas de este horrible virus. Yo también, a mí me ha dado mucho conforto, ¿sabes?
Ujú,
Al
ujú,
corazón, porque he encontrado
claro.
muchas personas que no podía encontrar de vivo y que me han calentado el corazón, como tú hoy, desde
Igualmente,
muchos
igualmente.
años que
Qué,
no
qué
nos
bueno de
vemos.
verte de nuevo encima. Claro, exacto, exacto, que estamos
Ha
conectando de
sido un gran
nuevo de
placer.
lejos.
Exactamente, exactamente. Ci impedisce de abrazarnos, pero no puede empedecer.
Sí, no sé la palabra. Sí,
Bueno,
pero
bueno,
entiendo, pero no sé la palabra.
no, sí, de conectarnos así de lejos. Te agradezco muchísimo para venir aquí con nosotros y
Un
toma tu té,
placer.
porque el té se bebe hasta cuando es caliente.
Sí, ¿que no?
Te deseo
Sí.
lo, te deseo lo mejor para ti, para tu vida, para tu trabajo, para tu hijo, para tu familia, para todo. ¿Ok?
Muchísimas gracias. Igualmente, Laura, muchísimas gracias. Qué placer.
Gracias, Isabel. Nos vemos pronto.
Chao.
Chao, chao.
Chao, chao, chao.